We're back. Welcome to episode number 4 of my vinyl record collection. My name is Michael Green. Let's get started. The first album that I have for you today is the best of Tommy James and the Shondells. This is the front of the cover, or excuse me, the front of the record, and there's the back. I love that picture. He's all freaked out in his recording studio. Anyway, the best of Tommy James and the Shondells. Very popular group back in the 60s and 70s. Ball of Fire, Crimson and Clover, which I'm sure many of you will remember like myself. Money Money, Hanky Panky, I Think We're Alone Now, Baby Baby, Sweet Cherry Wine, Crystal Blue Persuasion, Sugar on Sunday, and Mirage. These are all songs that are on the album. And I mentioned it's on the Roulette record label. You can see right there. Okay. And from this video forward, I think I'm going to start, this has got side A and side B. So a lot of the vinyl records that you come across have some really interesting and fun ways of describing the two sides. So we'll start out with that. Side A, side B, that's pretty easy to comprehend. This vinyl record, I guess it had a little bit of water damage right down here at the bottom. It's not stained, but it is crinkled up a little bit. So it's not perfect, but it's not going to stop me from enjoying it. I've had this record for more than a decade. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, Derek and the Dominos in concert. So this is some more Eric Clapton. We talked about Eric in the last video. Here's the front of the album. Let's open the gatefold up so you can see. Here we go. Pretty cool, huh? That's nice. And let's see. Here's the back of the album. Okay. Is this a 2-album set? No. Yeah, it is a 2-album set. Okay, it's on the RSO record label. And this is side 1, side 2. Okay, so we've got that out of the way. RSO record album. Vinyl's in excellent condition. Why Does Everyone Got to Be So Sad? Got to Get Better in a Little While. Excuse me. Side 2 is Let It Rain and Presence of the Lord. So that's nice stuff. Eric Clapton, and he is still around. That is terrific. Not sure what his age is, but he's getting up there, I'm sure. Okay, let's look on the back here. Side 3, To Tell the Truth. Roll It Over, Blues Power. Have You Ever Loved a Woman? Bottle of Red Wine. Nice album. Derek and the Dominos in concert. Get this tucked away. Duran Duran. Here's another album. This is the Rio album. Get it out of the sleeve there. You can see it better. There's the back of it. Got a barcode. Rio, My Own Way. Lonely in Your Nightmare. Hungry Like the Wolf. That's a great song. Hold Back the Rain. New Religion. Last Chance on the Stairway, Save a Prayer, and The Chauffeur. Now this one definitely had some water damage or something. Yeah, you can see the staining right there. So this is not the best Duran Duran record. So if I get a chance to find one in better shape, I will certainly replace this one. It's on the Capitol record label. Vinyl is very nice. And that's, that's what you listen to. It's nice to have a sleeve. Oh, and it's got a remainder mark. If you've ever wondered why certain records have a hole punched through them, that's called a remainder mark. And a remainder mark case you're wondering, in case you don't know, is simply something that is put into the record so it can't be returned for retail credit. Let me give you a book example. We've been book dealers for almost 3 decades now, and on books, if you notice on the bottom of some books, there'll be a black line, or sometimes part of the cover will be cut off. The reason for that is when the publisher sends books to Costco, as an example, Costco puts them out on the shelves, and then after 30, 45 days, 60 days, whatever their agreement is, they send them back to the publisher. Well, the publisher can't ethically sell these as new again, so they have to identify them as being slightly used. We call them remaindered, so they put in a remainder mark, something that will disallow someone from returning it to the store for full retail credit. So anyway, hope that makes sense. That's all that is. Little hole up in the top of the record there. Remainder mark. Okay. Who is next? The Eurythmics. This is a great group from the 80s. Well, I don't know if they're from the 80s, but they were really popular back in the 80s. There's a barcode to prove it. Sweet Dreams Are Made of This is the name of this album. And it's on the RCA record label. Got side A. Okay, so that's cool. I like that. Vinyl's in excellent shape. Okay, let's, side A is Love is a Stranger, I've Got an Angel, Wrap It Up, If I Could Give You a Mirror and the Walk. Side 2 is Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, Jennifer, This Is the House, Somebody Told Me, and This City Never Sleeps. So, nice album. The Eurythmics, very high energy, very fun group to listen to. I think I've got at least 3 Eurythmic albums. Not much to see on the back there. Okay, here's the next Eurythmics album. And is the name of this album Revenge, I wonder? Back here, another barcode. Okay, last one was on RCA. This one is on RCA. Side 1 and side 2. Okay. Missionary Man, Thorn in My Side, When Tomorrow Comes, The Last Time, and The Miracle of Love. Let's see what's on side 2. Let's Go, Take Your Pain Away, A Little of You, In This Town, and I Remember You. So, there you go. Eurythmics. Annie Lennox. She was the main attraction there. Here's one more Eurythmics album. Very cool. Okay. We had side A and side B, side 1 and side 2. This is side A and B. Okay. Would I lie to you? There must be an angel playing with my heart. I love you like a ball and chain, and sisters are doing it for themselves. Side B is Conditioned Soul, Adrian, It's All Right, Baby's Coming Back, and Here Comes That Sinking Feeling, and Better to Have Lost in Love than to have loved it all. That's good advice. Okay, so that's that album. Eurythmics. And let's see here. You know, sometimes when you're out digging for vinyl records, you find them in clusters. I can't remember, outside of a Johnny Rivers collection that I bought over in Mission Viejo a number of years ago, I can't really remember finding a terrific collection available for sale. Usually when you see it, with all due respect to John Denver, it's something like John Denver or Barbra Streisand or something that Probably not going to be taken home anyway, but there it is. There's the complete collection. So in the Eurythmics example that we just went through, 3 albums, 3 different purchases. You know, I'm not sure where I got them from, but I can assure you it wasn't all at one time. It was one at a time. Okay. Bob Dylan. Columbia. I think Bob Dylan is a very cool guy. He was friends with one of my heroes, Johnny Cash. Him and Johnny got to be real tight. They both were on the Columbia record label. Okay, Bob Dylan has side 1, side 2, no variations from that. Yeah, this is nice. This is 1970s Columbia, I believe. So I'll have to take a look on the back and see exactly when it was released. Columbia Records. Holy cow. Did I get that right? It says it's 1962. But that Columbia, that looks more like a 70s. Anyway, maybe this was a repress. It's CS 8579 is the label on it. Oops. Put that up front. And the songs. You're No Good. Talking New York in My Time of Dying. Man of Constant Sorrow. Fixin' to Die. Pretty Peggy O. Highway 51. Gospel Plow. Baby Let Me Follow You Down. House of the Rising Sun. Freight Train Blues. Song to Woody. See That My Grave Is Kept Clean. So that's some good music from Bob Dylan. And did you go see the movie with Bob Dylan? We went and saw it. Thought it was okay. Didn't change our life, but it was interesting. It was interesting. Okay, next one is another Bob Dylan. The Basement Tapes, I guess, is the name of this album. No surprise, it's going to be on the Columbia record label. Yep, Bob Dylan and the Band. Okay, this is the Basement Tapes, and this is a 2-album set. Let me show you the inside. This one's in pretty nice shape, so this would be one of the ones that I have upgraded to over the years. 2 LP set, side 1, side 2. We already talked about that. Let's go ahead and put this in here. And what do you think about Bob Dylan? Are you guys a fan? Do you like him? I like him. I think his music is admirable. I don't spend a lot of time listening to my Bob Dylan records. I spend more time collecting them because he is part of music history. Anyway, this is Bob Dylan, Highway 61 Revisited. This is on the Columbia record label, and I think this is the old school Columbia, if memory serves me correctly, where it's got the snake eyes, the 2 eyes. But yeah, I like that. Old school. No barcode. No barcode. And look at this. I don't even have this in a good sleeve. But yeah, look at the Columbia. That is just, that's the way it should be. And it's a mono record. Okay? Mono. So there we go. Yeah, look at that. I don't know how that got by me. Okay, we'll put this in here. And something I did, oh, you know what, that's an old one too. Okay, I'll set this aside. Something I did earlier in the year is I invested some money and I got some new plastic for the sleeves, and then some of the best money I've spent is from Hudson. Yeah, Hudson Hi-Fi. I'll give those guys a little pitch here. These inner sleeves, they do a fantastic job of keeping dirt, dust, whatever off of your vinyl records. I have a disc washer. Is that the right thing? Disco Clean. Anyway, the big yellow thing. I put the water in it, spin it around. I wash my records, dry them, get them as clean as I possibly can. But even at that, you know, we live here in the desert Southwest, and we get wind all the time. We get dust. We're constantly amazed at how much just dust and dirt winds up in the house. You know, we have one of those little robots that go around vacuuming, and we think that we live in a clean house, but let me tell you, you open that up and you're just amazed at how much dirt is in there. I mean, so anyway, this stuff eventually finds its way to your records, you know, the little fragments, and it can make a difference in the sound quality. So investing in some good cleaning equipment, investing in some good sleeves, both inner and outer, is money well spent, in my opinion. Okay, here's another Bob Dylan album. This is New Morning. I just got this within the last year or two. I haven't had it that long, but nice record. Side 1, side 2 on the Columbia record label. No surprise there. So that is Bob Dylan, New Morning. Yeah, so him and Johnny Cash formed a friendship that lasted, I guess, a lifetime. They both had Columbia records that they were working for or making music for, and you know, really two different type souls, but they connected on a lot of different levels. So anyway, best of the Doobie Brothers. Listen to the music. This is probably the most recognizable album that they put out. Doobie Brothers, just one of those groups that everybody's familiar with. You know their songs. This is on the Warner Brother record label, and this is side 1, side 2. So we've only had 2 variations so far: side 1, side 2, side A, side B. So we'll come up with some more. Okay, China Grove, Long Train Running, Taking It to the Streets, Listen to the Music, Black Water, Rocking Down the Highway. Great stuff. Okay, Doobie Brothers. They are A-okay in my book. I don't spend a lot of time listening to them, but I like the energy of their music, and I like their sound. You know, kind of a down-home Southern kind of style. But anyway, they do good. We actually went to one of their concerts probably about 6-7 years ago at one of our local casinos, Fantasy Springs, and it was pretty good. Got to admit. Charlie Daniels Band, Fire on the Mountain. Okay, this this thing is in terrific condition. It does have a barcode, so that tells you when it was released. This is a nice gatefold. It is really something special. It's on the Epic record label, side 1, side 2. Nothing new there. Here's the songs. Caballo Diablo. Here's the one that I really like. It's called Long-Haired Country Boy. If you've never heard that, look it up. It's worth listening to. Trudy and Georgia and Feeling Free. That's all side 1. Side 2 is The South's Gonna Do It Again. New York City, King Size Rosewood Bed. No Place to Go and Orange Blossom Special. Another great song. Okay, so that's Charlie Daniels Band. Talking about Jimmy Buffett passing away yesterday. He actually passed away. I said 2025 or 24. He actually passed away on my birthday, September the 1st of 2023. So that was Jimmy Buffett. Charlie Daniels, I'm not sure when he passed away, but I'm going to say it wasn't too far from that. So within the last 2-3 years. So rest in peace, and thanks for Thanks for everything. Okay, we got another Bob Dylan record here. Bob Dylan bringing it all back home. Okay, and you know, some of these Bob Dylan records, some of these older ones are worth a little bit of money. Not a lot, but you know, more than the average. Again, here's here's a great one. Columbia, which I love. Mono, which is terrific. Okay, I really like that. Let's read the side 1, side 2. So that's where we're at on that. Subterranean Homesick Blues. She Belongs to Me. Maggie's Farm. Love Minus Zero. Outlaw Blues, On the Road Again, and Bob Dylan's 115th Dream. So that's all side 1. Side 2, there's more songs. All right, that's Bob Dylan. So what is that, 4 Bob Dylans that we've had so far? I think that's probably it. And when I sold a lot of my records last year, I know I sold a few Bob Dylan that I just wasn't listening to and that weren't in the best condition. So happy to see them go. Huey Lewis and the News. My wife and I watched CBS Sunday Morning a few years ago, maybe 2 years ago, and they were talking with Huey Lewis, and he was going deaf. I forget the reason why. It wasn't tinnitus. I've had tinnitus since 2007, so the ringing in the ears. I can empathize with anyone that has that condition. But Huey Lewis had something else wrong with his hearing, and it was just a matter of time that he was going to lose his hearing. And we just heard a few weeks ago that he has gone deaf, completely deaf, so he's unable to hear anything anymore. And that's really sad. You know, it's sad for anybody to lose their hearing, but for somebody like Huey Lewis, who made his living with fantastic music and just great recognizable songs. Just, you know, they were the 80s. Okay, Huey Lewis and the News. Sports is the name of the album. It's got a barcode. I'll give Huey a pass. You know what? No problem. Okay, on the sports, what do we have? We have side A and side B. Nothing new there. Here we go. The Heart of Rock and Roll, Heart and Soul, Bad is Bad, and I Want a New Drug. Those are all great. Great songs. Walking on a Thin Line, Finally Found a Home, If This Is It, You Crack Me Up, and Honky Tonk Blues. All terrific songs by Huey Lewis. Get yourself a copy of this. It is definitely worth picking up. It belongs in every record collection. And this is a really nice one. Very nice. Happy I have it. Okay, now we're moving on to the Creedence Clearwater Revival. And this is one of my favorite groups, John Fogerty. Just amazing. Okay, this is on the Fantasy record label. Let me show you the front and the back. I'm hopping around here. So this is the front of the album, and this is the back of the album. Okay, and this is an OG record. There's no barcode present. It's on the Fantasy record label. Let's see if we have side A. I don't think we have anything on these. Yeah, there's nothing. There's no identifier whether you're on side 1 or side 2, side A or side B, up or down, in or out. There's nothing. Okay, down on the corner, It Came Out of the Sky, Cotton Fields. Growing up in southeast Missouri and growing up around cotton fields, boy, that song it really hits home. I love Cotton Fields. So if you're not familiar with it, look it up, listen to it. It's a great tune. Okay, Poor Boy Shuffle and Feelin' Blue. On the other side is Fortunate Son, Don't Look Now, The Midnight Special, Side of the Road, and Effigy. So these are all power songs by Creedence Clearwater Revival. you know, for years, and I'm still, I'm still positive that if I go to a yard sale, if I go to a thrift store, if I go to an estate sale, and they've got a Creedence record and it's $3 or less, I'm bringing it home. I love Creedence. Great music. Okay, this is Cosmo's Factory. Look at this. This has still got the original shrink wrap on it. A little tear there. Wow. So I'll give you more time to take a look at that. That's cool. That is cool. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Cosmo's Factory. Yeah, you know what? Again, there's no identifier. There's no A or B, 1 or 2. There's nothing there. Okay, Ramble Tamble, Before You Accuse Me, Traveling Band, Ooby Dooby, Looking Out My Back Door, and Run Through the Jungle. Let's see what's on the other side. Up Around the Bend, My Baby Left Me, Who'll Stop the Rain. Wow. I Heard It Through the Grapevine, As Long as I Can See the Light. There you go. Creedence Clearwater Revival. What an amazing band. Okay. And they were, you know, oh, and Creedence, by the way, you know, Creedence gives you, or at least they gave me the impression that they were from my neck of the woods, you know, down home, good old Southern boys. Couldn't be farther from the truth. They're a California group, Northern California, Central California. Anyway, they're not from down home. They're not down in Louisiana, but anyway, they sure have that down home sound and feeling, and they were one of the most popular groups of the 60s and 70s and still continue to sell a lot of records. So anyway, here's another Creedence Clearwater Revival. Is this, oh, this is not a gatefold. Here we go. Fantasy record label, no identifier, side 1, side 2, any of that stuff. Born on the Bayou, bootleg, Graveyard Train. That's all on this side. And Bayou Country is the name of this album. Sorry about that. Bayou Country. Bayou Country. Creedence Clearwater. Okay. Good Golly Miss Molly, Penthouse Popper, Proud Mary, and Keep on Chuggling. That's all on side 2 or the back side. Or two more records to go. 3 more records to go. Yeah, 3 more records to go. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Green River is the name of this album. And boy, this one's in nice shape too. My perseverance has paid off with Creedence Clearwater. And they are one of the groups like Def Leppard that when you find one of their records, it's usually pretty worn, okay? People love playing Creedence Clearwater Revival. So if you pick up an album from them, it's most likely going to show some wear. But boy, this one's just perfect. Okay, Green River, no side 1 or side 2, nothing. Okay, Green River, Commotion, Tombstone Shadow, Wrote a Song for Everyone. This side is Bad Moon Rising. What a great song that is. Cross the Walker, Sinister Purpose, The Night is the Right Time. So that is both sides. Fantasy record label, to my knowledge, that's the only record label that Creedence ever recorded on. So that back in there. Yeah, so it took a little while of going through and replacing all the sleeves. Took a little while and a little bit of money because I've got probably 800 records that needed to get updated. But no kidding on those Hudson Hi-Fi, those inner sleeves. That's a great investment because it really does keep all the weegeebies, dirt, dust, all that stuff off your records, and that's what you want. You just want to take it out of the sleeve, put it on the turntable, wipe it down, and go on. Okay, this is Creedence Clearwater Revival. I guess this is their initial album. That's all it says, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Side 1 is Put a Spell on You, The Working Man, Susie Q. Side 2, 99 and a Half, Get Down Woman, Porterville, Gloomy, and Walk on the Water. Is it on the Fantasy? It is on the Fantasy. There's no identifier on that. Okay. So, put this back in here. And put that right there. And there we go. Creedence Clearwater. Now, you guys know how much I don't like the barcodes, but guess what? This is even a new modern, more modern barcode. This is Creedence Clearwater Revival at the Royal Albert Hall, April 14th, 1970. I just picked this album up in the last 2 years. Hey, it's on the Fantasy record label. Feels like it's like 180 grams. This really got some beefiness to it. This has got side A and side B. So this is a repress of their record at the Royal Albert Hall. And I bought this off of whatnot.com. When I discovered whatnot.com a couple of years ago, I got on there one Sunday morning, I remember. And the first album, I think I paid $4.65 shipping, and then the next album was like 79 cents. And Creedence came up, and I forget what it was. I think it was $10 is what they started at. Or it might even be cheaper than that, but it was not very much. It was a brand new album in the shrink wrap, unopened. Couldn't complain about the shipping charges, so I bought a half dozen records or so, and that's what got me testing positive for the whatnot.com virus. But it's a fun site. There's a lot of good records and a lot of good record sellers over there, and you really do. You get caught up in the in the excitement, and when you see a record that is in great condition and the shipping is reasonable, and go for it. It's it's a good experience. But that's it for today. That was our 20 records. According to my counter up here, we went for 32 minutes, so I definitely got a little long-winded today. Apologize for that. Thank you very much. Appreciate you watching. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And if you like what you heard today and you want more, please subscribe. I'll be posting at least 2 new videos each week from this point forward. Got my word on that, and we'll go from there. So have a great weekend, and thank you again. Stop recording. Stop recording.